Hi and welcome to my playhouse in Portugal, and today I have a sponsored video because ENGWE, I forget how to pronounce that, but it's not the first time that we had this product on my Playhouse YouTube channel, because they sent me an electric e-bike in Denmark and I did a review on that, and apparently they didn't hate that too much because they contacted me again and asked if I wanted to review another one. But as I thought that I kind of have the amount of e-bikes in Denmark that I can really use, and the one that they sent me last was really not bad, so I thought I don't need any more e-bikes. So when I bought the house in Portugal, that opened new possibilities. So when they contacted me and asked if I wanted to review a e-bike again, yeah, if you can ship it to Portugal, I'll have a look at it. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna unbox this e-bike. It's a T14. It's a smaller bike, and I have another one. They shipped me two, not the same kind, but another e-bike as well. But we're gonna have a look at this one, and this is the smaller one, and the next one, which you'll see when I'm back home and have edited that video, is a really big bike. Not big, well, there's kind of a limit to how big bikes can be. Let's have a look at the T14. So this is the box. It was absolutely awesome. I arrived here very early in the morning on the 15th, and this one arrived later the same day. We were gonna do this in December when I was here last, but at that point the e-bike that they sent me arrived the day after I had left, so that was shipped back to their warehouse. So yeah, this is the EU version, and we got it in white. So that's it's a very big box. Same information on the other side. Designed in California, made in China. Okay, open sesame. So here we are, and we have moved outside where the sun has been shining from this cloudless sky all day, with a view that, yeah, I remember why I bought this house, and the house is just over here. So I'm kind of on the shadow side right now so that I can show you this without my shadow will be in the way the entire time, but we'll try and work around that. Oh, it comes with tools. So this is what the packaging looked like before we have opened it, and there is a Allen key tool set there, and there is a little bell for the e-bike, and I guess this might be the charger. That would be my first guess. So let's move on. Big empty box. See the battery here, and this is a small bike. Kind of see like there might be an extra battery there. There's already a battery there, so, and a battery there. So maybe I got this with two batteries. And as I have had these bikes before, I know that they have been generously with the zip ties, so there's plenty of zip ties for everyone. So that's why the scissors has been allowed to come outside and play. So here was a little trap. This piece of foam came out, and I thought, oh, that's just a piece of foam, but it was a little bit too heavy. And around the back here, the pedals, I would have been missing those in just a little bit, so good thing I found them. I should probably look for the manual. It's a kind of a shame. Can you see this? You kind of see the wheels has wheel covers. I don't think there's any way to take them off. I think I have to destroy them to get them off. will have to take a lot of stuff apart. It would be pretty cool to have wheel covers for the bike. I wish they would have done something with some Velcro or something. I was looking for the manual. I thought that would be a good time to introduce the manual. And I haven't come across it yet, which is kind of odd. There is plenty of zip ties that needs my attention. Oh, it has little suspensions. Yeah, I kind of like electric vehicles, so it's pretty tough to say no. You did not get me on an electric skateboard though. I thought that was not my thing, so I'm sure there's plenty of YouTubers that will try that. I'll continue and bring you along in a little bit when I'm a little bit further. ENGWE T14. They have a nice system with the steering here. This was pulled down here, so this tiny bike here can be folded up very much. It's not that big, and it is kind of heavy. So it's not something that you take under the arm and bring into the bus or the train station or something like that. But it's not that good. I was just worried that the keys wasn't there. So, okay. Oh, that's a new system. That's weird. Okay. It takes up. Oh, the plug goes there. So there must be a charging. Never seen that before. Okay. Okay. Something under here. Okay, I kind of like this detail here. Look at this tool that they deliver with the bike. You have Allen keys here, different sizes. Then you have other tools here. So this one is for these. And you can tighten one of those. It has flat head and it has Phillips head. And it has something else. This one. Let's get rid of some of these. So with some other ones that you can tighten. So I really like this tool, and it tells you everything that it can do here. So I think this is a very nice detail to deliver with the bike. It could also be attached somewhere on the bike, so you would always have it. That would probably not be a bad idea. So, I was actually going to say that now that we have it, we should probably be sure that everything is tightened up. So give it an extra squeeze, make sure that nothing is loose. You don't really want the bicycle to fall apart while you're on it, so better to do it before. Oh, and this was the system here, and this goes up here and it tightens down. It can do another one, maybe to the side. Yeah, or maybe just down there. That's fine. Cool. Steering wheel. So now we can attach the steering wheel here, which of course goes further up. That's good. Now the bike is getting too heavy because of that steering wheel. So I need to repositioning it. So this is where we are at. We still need the seat. It has a tiny seat on the back here. I don't know, that's not allowed in Denmark. I have no idea if that's allowed in Portugal, but yeah, it's a nice extra seat. So I keep finding little neat tricks that this bicycle can do. Look at this mechanism here. That means you can close this there and it's locked in place, and then you can tap this and open it up. That's very nice when the bike has to be folded. Cool feature, and it's a nice white grandmother seat that doesn't ruin your ass after a few kilometers. So this is a bicycle, so it needs some pedals. And is a little bit dusty somewhere. Chain guard, cool. And of course the pedals, if you just had the same turns on both of the pedals, you could unpedal one of the pedals depending on the size. Oh, and these has a little trick too. You can push this, and then they can go in to each side, so they take up less space. But yeah, one of them screws in one way and the other one screws in the other way, so that you can't unpedal them. This one wasn't happy about it, but after some tough negotiations, I think we are there. So, and now this handy tool comes into play. It has the thing for the pedals right there. Okay. I figured it out. Oh yeah, and I installed the bill. Yeah, much appreciated. Of course, to get the battery out, you need to tip the seat. There. So now the battery comes out. Neat. And let's just check the battery capacity here. What do they say? This is a 48 volt battery, 10 amp hours, 480 watt hours, and it can charge up to 54.6 volts, and the charging current of 5 amps and discharge current. So the bicycle is 25 amps times 48 volts. Oh, I don't believe the bike is this powerful, but the battery can do it. And charging connection right there. So this thing is how they get the power out of the battery and into the motor control unit, which is there. Okay. We use these at servers all the time. So yeah, that's a cool one. Don't want to plug that into the wall. That will not end well. So what about the other battery? Why are there two of them? Did I ask for that? I forget. Oh. It's the same kind of battery, except discharge current is 15 amps and inrush current is 60 amps. So probably this can do 15 amps continuously and 16 amps at a very short burst. Funny enough, they have the exact same model number, LTN4810C. Here is the charger, and it charges with 54.6 volts, which is exactly the voltage that the battery was wanting, and 2 amps, and that's 109.2 watts. So 10 amp hours would take approximately 4.5 hours, because yeah, they say that there are 480 watt hours here, so charging that with 109.2, I would say 4.5 hours, the bicycle would be fully charged. Cool. Let's pop the battery back in. Have to stop once in a while just to admire the view. Sorry about that. Okay, battery change. Not on the bicycle, on the camera. So this goes. There's like a bracket that it slides on. There. Okay, and it hits the bottom there, and then you use the key to lock it in place. You need to see that. That will mess with you if you don't know this. When the battery is unlocked, there is a position where you can remove the battery, and there is a position where you cannot. And here the bicycle is turned on, and yeah. And if you put it over in the other position, the battery is turned off. But it needs to be there. Also in this position it's way more secure. And to make this work, I believe we have to connect this. Otherwise it's not gonna be any fun. There. There is a battery key, and there is let's call that an ignition key. So naturally we want to see what happens. Let's remove the plastic here. I would keep this on a little bit longer, but we are filming, and It looks like it could be a tiny display. That's my best guess. There is something in there. So kind of mostly LEDs, I guess. At this point the manual could have been nice. But well, I did manage to put it all together. Ooh, we have lights on as well. Do we have any backlights? No, on the back there's just a reflection. No lights on the back, but there's front light. So not much to it. You turn it on, turn it. Wonder what that does. That also works, and that works. So there is kind of three positions. There's an off one where you can remove the key, and then there's one and there's two. In here it also says that this bike is from November 2022, that it's a 48 volt bicycle, and there is the serial number of the bicycle. So to get any fun out of these, I guess I have to remove the tire covers. Why didn't they do so I could? Yeah, it's a hassle to take everything apart. It's done, at least on one of them. The front light is kind of cool. Oh, that only turns on at the second click. I wonder if second click on the ignition is just the front light. It might actually be. I found a bit of stuff up here that needs tightening. This is loose, probably because of shipping, but yeah, I will adjust it where I want it. Also, I would like to be able to see these LEDs that are in here. I'm not sure if you saw them already. Well, you can kind of see them now. See, there's 3 blue LEDs and then there's a red dot. So, to not get the VIP treatment from the Portuguese police, I purchased a helmet. I have no idea if that is a requirement, but I don't want to learn that the hard way. Okay, ready to take this for a go. Let's just turn the lights on as well, now that we're at it. It's a tiny bike. Yeah, it's probably very good for putting on an RV and bringing along with you when you're doing something. Let's check it. Woo! It does go uphill. It does like me pedaling when we're going uphill. So first experience, it has a good power, it does help a lot, and this is, it might not look like it, but this hill is not, it's pretty steep. But first thing, your knee gets in the way with this key, so I need to move that somehow upwards probably. Yeah, and the knees is the problem. This bicycle does not have any gears. It's a 1-to-1 ratio right here, or it has some gearing, but there is nothing to change between, so you are limited to that one. And the little bit of driving that I have done right now, that's fine. I was able to do that. Going up this hill without any assist would be very hard. This bike is heavy. So in here in the guest room I have had the second battery charging. It starts out being red here, and when it's fully charged it turns to green. So that is very easy. So we're gonna detach that. It's a tight fit, and we're gonna try and put this fully charged battery in the bicycle. This spare battery came with this metal bracket. I don't think we need that. We'll let that sit there. And other than that, it has a carrying handle there. So yeah, let's go and put that in the bike. So I have the beast sitting right here. It has even gotten a little dirty. Can't have that. So right now the display is like blue dots and one red dot. So I'm curious to see what happens when we put in the new battery. So let's detach that battery, and we need to put the seat up, and we need to unlock it there, and it comes up there, and the new one goes in, and we need to slide it in there. And it's locked into place. Oh, no, it's not locked into place. We didn't get it down far enough. There. Now it's locked into place. And I should do something about the key. Okay, stay. I'll put the plug back in. There. And it says exactly the same thing up here. Okay, no change there. Yep. So this beast here, it has a 250 watt motor on there, and it has a range, well, somewhere between 65 and 80 kilometers, and you probably have to pedal pretty hard to to get there. But yeah, it's a tiny bike. It's kind of heavy. They claim that it weighs 26.2 kilograms. So it's not something that you carry in buses and trains and stuff like that. Or maybe I'm just not strong enough. I have no idea. So this bike is available at their webpage, and I'm linking to it. That's kind of how it works with a review video like this. They would really like me to tell you where this product is available, and it is available at their website. There is a 2% discount code on their website, but in the link in the description, there's a 5% discount code. At least that was what they told me. So I'm gonna leave it down there, and you check out if it's 2 or 5%. At the moment, this bicycle is advertised at $549. Is it dollars or euros? Just a sec. Euros. 549 euros. So it's not an expensive bicycle, but I would also say that it has limited use. It's a bit small for a normal man like me with normal knees, and I am only 178 centimeters tall. I get in trouble with this key thing up here. I could turn it a bit, but then I can't see the display. So that's the main little notch that I found. Otherwise, I really like the front suspenders and the back suspenders, and that it's also cool that it does wheelies. I like that. I think we should end this one here. You probably heard plenty of me rambling on about this, and we used way too long to assemble it. So yeah, check out the link in the description. And other than that, in a week or two, I'll be returning with its bigger brother. So you have that to look forward to, and me too, because that thing is a triple beast. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.